Perfect. Bend your knees. There you go. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Go, go. Go, go.
Higher 11 quarterback.
First and last name, please.
Bird Gill, number 22, running back.
Cochran Mario, number 23, running back.
Matthew Cumberland, 24, corner. Bruno Michael, 28, corner. Newmeister Jeremy, number 30, wide receiver. Kyle McCallum, number 36, middle linebacker. Richard Provencio, 37, safety. Stuart Hack, number 51, middle linebacker. Matt Moore, number 54, outside linebacker. Bradley Dawes, number 55, outside linebacker. JD Kudadik, number 62, middle linebacker.
Chris Duran, number 71, left tackle and right end.
Kevin Flowers, number 72, middle linebacker. Steven Jackson, number 73, guard.
Michael Odermatt, number 76, center and left end.
Pat Walsh, number 77, outside linebacker and guard. Michael Cormier, number 79, left tackle and nose guard.
Eddie Padilla, number 80, wide receiver.
Wesley Pinkston, number 81, tight end and outside linebacker. Brad Busick, number 87, wide receiver.
Xavier Scruggs, number 95, and I play defensive end and tight end.
So we'll go into number 43, linebacker, position linebacker.
Hut. Jack. Big body, big dominate. Now make that big body feel like a little man with a big punch. Come on, baby. Oh, Silent, we might need you there today. We might need you right there today, Silent. Get up, get up. New group, everybody. Next group, hustle out. Quick. Hustle out. Get back. Back pedal, Noomy. Back pedal. Way to haul it in. Always back. Never come up first. That understood, Eddie? You never come up first as a defensive.
The mountains, if you're going to be at the beach, it'll be 80, and inland, it'll be 90. Right now, it's already up to 70 in Mission Valley, 74 in Santee. And on your radio, it's always KBS 94 for good times and the best oldies with the Foundations. KBS 95.
What's that you from, baby? Huh? What's that you from? What's that you from? Huh? Give it up, Gordy. Give it up, baby. There you go. Huh? What's that you from, baby? Have a good one, all right? Come on. Huh? Did you say knew me? Huh? Yeah, almost. Get it right, baby. You running kind of good, baby. What did the hell you out there, huh? Get nasty. Get nasty, Kyle. There you go, baby. Huh? There you go. On your side, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Yep. Come on. Hold up, JD. You're too soon, JD. Come on. Oh, you're nasty. Kevin's got hurt, Kevin. Come on. Come on. All right, Pat. Get him right, Pat, huh? Get him right, Pat. Padilla.
Hi everybody, I'm Dan Williams. On behalf of George Langevin Sports Video Productions, I'd like to welcome you to Poway, California for today's Super Game of the Week. It's a high-quality Pop Warner matchup in the Pee Wee division. Coming up next, it's the War Eagles from Poway versus the Rancho Bernardo Cheetahs. So Poway will be kicking off to Rancho Bernardo. Number 51, Stuart Hack, kicker and linebacker, puts the ball into play. Looks like a squib kick. Either Hack didn't get a piece of it or it was planned that way, but either way, the Rancho Bernardo Cheetahs are going to have excellent field position right near midfield, and they'll take over 1st and 10. So Garcia brings up the Cheetahs at 1st and 10 in the backfield. Hutchinson and Janosik. First ball goes to Janosik. Has some great moves right up the middle. And a good piece of turf for Janosik. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Janosik with a nice 7 or 8 yard run. 10-minute quarters here in the Pee Wee division. And so Garcia brings up the Cheetahs on a 2nd down and 10. Out wide, number 34, Perry. Quick pitch out to Janosik. He's going to try and turn the corner. He does it effectively and moves it across the first down marker, and the Cheetahs pick up the first down of the game. Number 28, Michael Bruno of the War Eagles puts a stop on Janosik, but it's enough for a first down, and the Cheetahs continue to march. Linebackers Saul Galindo in the middle along with Kyle McAllen. Handoff up the middle. Nice moves by Janosik, still on his feet. First hit was made by Justin Heyer, spun out, and then a host of War Eagles puts down Janosik, but not till another good pickup and another first down for the Cheetahs. So the ball now lies at the 30-yard line. Cheetahs once again 1st and 10. Garcia comes up to the line on the near side. When this time the ball handed off to Mitchell. Mitchell squeaking his way through. He breaks through. He goes all the way. Touchdown, Cheetahs. Mitchell on a very nice run took the ball inside, cut it to the outside once he broke past 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and then it was all Stephon Mitchell from that point as he scampers 30 yards for the Cheetahs' first score of the game. And so the Cheetahs lining up now. They're going to go for 2, and in the Pop Warner division, in the Pee-wee, when you try an extra point by kick, that is 2 points. Run or pass is 1. So Chase Wolliver has the ball down. He puts it up. It is through and good. So with 8:03 left in the first quarter of the play, Cheetahs 8, War Eagles of Poway nothing. So now it'll be Poway's turn to take the ball offensively. And they'll try and move the ball. They'll be going from right to left on your television screen, back for the Poway War Eagles. Number 22, that's Gil Bird, and number 80, Eddie Padilla. Kicking off for the Cheetahs is John Drennan, number 4. Nice, strong kick. That'll go back to Bird. He's looking for blockers and a wedge, trying to find a crease, but he brings it up past the 40-yard line. And so for the War Eagles, they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 41. And so Heyer will be the quarterback for Poway. And with an equipment adjustment, head coach Gil Bird is going to ask for his group to come back and start over again. That was Busick, number 87, the wide receiver, needed to snap his headgear on. So now it's Heyer under center. First play goes to Bird. He's got some running room, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on a nice run-off tackle. This is going to be a great, great game because it's a great, great rivalry. Rancho Bernardo and Poway, they're next-door neighbors in the community, and they're really playing, for the most part, for bragging rights for today. 2nd down and 6. Once again, Bird with the ball. Nice movement in the line. I'll tell you what, Bird went into a pile of players, and give credit to the Poway War Eagles offensive line as they pushed Bird for another 3 or 4 yards. 3rd down now for the War Eagles. Heyer making sure that his players are set, and once again it's Bird trying to go outside, and he's finding no room. He was trying to once again go off tackle. The door was closed by the Cheetahs defense, tried to bounce outside, but he was brought down by the Cheetahs, and so that's going to bring up 4th down for Poway. Right behind us, you're hearing the cheers of the Cheetahs and their cheer team. Across the way, you've got the War Eagles cheerleaders. We'll introduce them and get a chance to watch some of their cheers later on throughout the game. So it was against Poway, the penalty, it was declined. That'll bring up 4th down. Bird, who does it all. Quick pitch to Bird. It's not going to work this time. He's trying to race away, trying now to turn the corner, but having the angle on Bird is number 34, Ryan Perry. So what looked like a typical punt was actually a designed play to catch the Cheetahs off guard, but they were ready for it. Give credit to Bird, and now the Cheetahs take over in excellent field position. So the 4th down conversion fails, and the Cheetahs have excellent position inside the 30-yard line of the War Eagles. Ball handoff to number 20. And I tell you what, right there, that was the defensive wall that Poway needs all day today. Number 73, Stephen Jackson, along with number 54, Matthew Moore, put the initial stop, and then the rest of the Poway gang was able to help out. There's a loss on that play of 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd down now, and about 12 for the Eagles. Good defensive stand on that play. Once again, it's Hutchinson and Janosik in the backfield. Hand off to Janosik. He's got some running room. Picks up about 5 yards on that play. Stop made by number 73, Stephen Jackson. Now it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6. Now the Poway needs to try and stiffen up here with the defensive wall. Number 73, Stephen Jackson on the line, along with number 79, Michael Cormier, and number 71, Christian Duran. Garcia under center. This time it's to Janosik, and he is stopped. Nice effort by number 11. Justin Heyer was there on the bottom of the pile, 54. Matthew Moore was there as the rest of the Poway defense stiffens up. 4th down now and about 3 yards to go. And the Cheetahs are going to go for it, and this again will be a big defensive stand for Poway. The front line of Duran. Jackson's in there now. Goal line stance for Poway versus Cheetahs. It's going to be a quick pass across the middle, and the pass is completed right at the 20-yard line, and the ball is caught. So it was a quick slant on the far sideline, completed to Andrew Huynh. Good enough for the 1st down as it carries across the 20-yard line to the 19, 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs. Poway now in a stacked defense right on the line. Sweep around the outside, trying to turn the corner. Nice juke play, now be picked up. Number 80, Adam Powell, turns the corner and picks up big yardage. 55, Bradley Dodds, 22, Gil Bird on the stop, but it was a big play by number 80, Adam Powell, who came around in on the near sideline. Nice blocking as he gets around the containment. 1st and goal for the Cheetahs. A quick pop to Hutchinson. Number 51, Stuart Hack, as well as number 81, Wes Pinkston, able to put the stop on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal as a pickup of about 1 yard. 3 minutes left in the 1st quarter, 8-0, Cheetahs out in front. Cheetahs also threatening now as they're inside the 5-yard line. Goal line defense time for the Cheetahs. High backfield, Hutchison, and now also Mitchell. Quick pass slant, nicely broken up. Number 28, Michael Bruno, was there for Poway as the quick slant was once again tried. The receiver was there, but big defensive play by the War Eagles. That'll bring up 3rd down and goal from just outside the 3-yard line. Coming in for the Cheetahs, big number 92, Bill Wachholtz. Wachholtz in, adding some beef to the right side of the offensive line. Handoff, looking for the goal line, and he comes across. Number 7, Stephon Mitchell, took the handoff and swept to the right side and goes in for the score. So, for the second time in the first quarter, it's Stephon Mitchell doing the honors for the Cheetahs as he takes the ball and sweeps it around the near side, gets outside of containment, and rambles on in for a 4-yard touchdown run. Once again, Chase Walliver will try for a 2-point conversion.
Smooth, Chase, slow and smooth. Tuck.
The ball is down. Good, strong kick. Once again, it goes right through. And so now for the Cheetahs, with 2:30 left in the first quarter of play, they're out in front of Poway 16-0. Ball is up, and now the ball is squibbed on the ground. Racing after it is Padilla. He's now got it on the near sideline, looking for some running room. And the high-low treatment given to Padilla by number 8, and that's Jeremy Hutchinson, and number 56, Ryan Van Grohl of the Cheetahs. So for Poway, they'll start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, and they'll move down with 2:23 left in the first quarter of play. You know, if we look back on that last score by Stephon Mitchell, hopefully the coach on the Poway side will see what happened. They brought in beef on the side they ran to, number 92, Big Bill Wacoltz. They brought him in as a tight end, added the beef needed to take the block on, contain, and get Mitchell to the outside. So they're going to have to watch Bill Wacoltz. 1st and 10, broken play higher, no one to hand it to, so he makes it back just past the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring back 2nd down and just about 9. Give that 10 because the referees spot it right at the original line of scrimmage. So it was a broken play on that one. In the backfield now, it's Cochran and Bird running backs. Padilla outside. Now Bird trying to move to the outside, but he is not going to go anywhere as number 59, Jonathan Gissinger, broke inside and attacked the line of scrimmage and was able to contain Bird. That's a loss of about 3 yards on the play, so now it's going to be 3rd down and about 13. So the key for the War Eagles is to try and get Bird around the outside, and so it's going to be important for Poway to be able to break down the containment. Higher now back to pass for the first time. It's completed. Bird takes the ball on the completion, but he's hit immediately for no gain, and so now it'll be 4th down and 13 for the Poway War Eagles. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Ball at the 27-yard line of Poway, and they're going to be moving on 4th down. Bird back to punt. Last time it was a fake. What's it going to be this time? This time it's a straight kick. Nice one as it goes over the head of Padilla. So Powell watches it fall over his head. Nice kick, and the Cheetahs will have it 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now for the Cheetahs at their own 41. Garcia along with Hutchinson and Janosik in the backfield. This time it's going to be a fake rollout. Can't quite hang on to it. It was nice play action pass by Tony Garcia. Adam Powell doing a quick 5 and out. And a penalty now is called against the Cheetahs. Now in this case it looks like it might be called against Poway. And so the referee comes over to inform us that Poway War Eagles have been charged with roughing the passer. And that will be a big, big penalty, as 15 yards are marked off against the War Eagles. And Cheetahs, who had an incomplete pass, now pick up big, big yardage. And it'll be an automatic first down as well. So Cheetahs now move across midfield down to the 48 of the War Eagles. And they'll have 1st and 10 as Garcia brings up the line. Hutchinson, Janosik in an I formation. Powell on the far side. Sonnenberg on the near side as receivers. Linebacking crew for the Eagles, number 77, as they're adjusting the actual yardage that has been marked off against the Cheetahs. Hire, who's also the quarterback for Poway, is in the backfield and the strong safety position. His counterpart is number 37, Richard Provencio. Patrick Walsh, as well as Pinkston in. And it was a nice play. I tell you what, we just mentioned his name, number 81, Pinkston, took a shot at Janosik, slowed him down to give Christopher Duran a chance to put the final stop. And I tell you what, if Pinkston wasn't there, it could have been trouble, because Janosik is a quick back, and he got to that hole awfully fast. Number 81, Wes Pinkston, who made the initial hit, is now out of the game. Coming back in is number 54, Matthew Moore. He'll be at the outside linebacker. That's the end of the first quarter of play. Score, Cheetahs 16, Poway nothing. And we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Picking up in the second quarter, another 10 minutes to go before halftime. Cheetahs out in front, 16-0. Garcia brings the Cheetahs up to the line of scrimmage. This time, Garcia back to pass. It's going to be a swing out to Hutchinson. He turns the corner, runs over a couple people. He still has room. He breaks free. He goes down the sideline, and it's Hutchinson who scores! Jeremy Hutchinson took a swing pass and just mowed over a couple Poway players and streaked down the sidelines for a Cheetahs touchdown. And so Wolliver, the ball is down, he puts the ball up, and he's got a strong leg, goes right through. And for the Cheetahs, they now are out in front, 24-0. So a great run by number 8, Jeremy Hutchinson, after the swing pass from Garcia. Streaked down the sidelines 40 yards, and it's 24-0. That was with 9:45 to play in the second quarter. Unbelievable. The kick was not meant to be onside, but it squibbed down the right far sideline, and there was no Poway player available to be there, but yet there was Stephon Mitchell, who picked up the ball. You can't advance what would be considered an onside kick, and so shockingly, the Cheetahs take control of the ball again, and now they're at the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. We now have a new quarterback under center, John Drennan, number 4. Drennan now hands off to Mitchell. Doesn't have any room up the middle. Now a host of Poway players takes him back down. Led by number 51, Stuart Hack. Pickup of about 1 or 2, and then the host wall of the War Eagles defense closes in on Stephon Mitchell. Second down now for the Cheetahs. Cheetahs on a tremendous streak this season, 8-0. They're moving on to not only division championship play, but have an opportunity to go outside the state of California to participate in a bowl game. Handoff. Nice play by Poway. Looked like it was going to be a handoff once again to Stephon Mitchell, but it was a keeper by Drennan trying to move to the outside. Number 24, Matthew Kornblith, coming up from his cornerback position, has great containment and takes the legs out of John Drennan. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for the Cheetahs. Linebackers for Poway. Number 55 is in there, Bradley Dodds on the near side. We mentioned number 51, Stuart Hack. He's in the middle along with number 72, Kevin Flowers. The other outside linebacker, number 54, Matthew Moore. Drennan now takes the snap. He's dropping straight back. And the pickoff. The ball was up there for grabs. And number 11, Justin Heyer, comes back with a big pickoff for the Eagles. Bird with the ball, trying to move outside. Still on his feet and taken down. So Bird trying to turn the corner on Stephon Mitchell. Couldn't quite get it, slowed up by a hand grab to Bird's jersey. That gave Jackson and Garner a time to come over and put the finishing touches on Bird. That'll bring up 2nd down and a loss of about a yard, 2nd and 11. So after the interception, which squelched the Cheetahs drive, good news for Poway as they're now on the attack with 7:12 left in the 2nd quarter. Fumble that time, couldn't quite find the handle, was Heyer. Actually, there was a little movement on the near side. That won't be called. And so for Poway at 3rd down. So we mentioned the great winning streak of the Cheetahs. The War Eagles themselves are on a great streak. They've won 3 in a row. They're trying to come back in this one. Bird now under center. He goes back. He's going to roll. Nice block by Mario Cochran. But Bird just cannot turn the corner. Mario Cochran did a great job of cracking back on the defensive end. It gave Bird a chance to get outside, but give credit to the Cheetahs defense. They pursued gamely and was able to deny Bird from turning the corner. 4th down now and 11. Ball just past the 21, call it the 22-yard line of Poway. And they'll be, looks like they're setting up for a punt, but you never know. Another good punt by Bird as it takes a bounce towards midfield, and it's going to roll to a dead stop just outside the 45-yard line. So the ball's at the 48-yard line of the Cheetahs. They'll bring it up 1st and 10. Poway defense needs to remain strong. Heyer back in the quarterback position. Number 37, Richard Provencio, he's also back there in the strong safety. Pro set, 2 wings to the near side. Back to pass now is Garcia. He's chased out of the pocket. He may run. He does so. Nice tackle by Matthew Kornblith. That was an open field tackle, the toughest you can make in football. And he does a nice job keeping his eyes on the legs of Tony Garcia. But Garcia scrambles out of the pocket and looks like he picks up what might be close to a 1st down. He'll be short by about 1 yard. We'll call it now. It'll be 2nd down and 1 yard to go. There's good defensive pressure up the middle by Poway. They broke down on the outside. Number 77, Patrick Walsh, in the linebacker position on the near sideline. Garcia again looking for running room. This time, good containment by number 54, Matthew Moore. Garcia looked to try and find running room, But right there was Matthew Moore to deny and keep the containment on the far sideline. So that's going to now bring up 3rd down. A loss now of about 1 yard, so it's now 3rd down and 2. Timeout called by the Cheetahs with the score, 4:28 remaining in the second half. Cheetahs of Rancho Bernardo 24, the Poway War Eagles nothing. Let's take a look at the rosters. While we've got a timeout, let's start with the War Eagles of Poway. Wearing number 11 is Justin Heyer, quarterback. Number 22, all-purpose Gil Bird. Number 23, Mario Cochran. He also plays running back. Number 24 is Matthew Kornblith, cornerback. Listed as running back, number 28, Michael Bruno. As wide receiver, number 30, Jeremy Neumeister. Number 31 is Daniel Otteson, followed by number 36, Michael McCallan. He's listed as linebacker. At safety, number 37 is Richard Provencio. Number 43 is Saul Galindo, linebacker. Number 51, Stuart Hack, linebacker. He's seen action as that, as well as the kicker. And number 54, Matthew Moore. We'll pick up the rest of the roster as we follow the action with Garcia coming up under center. In the backfield still is Janosik and Hutchinson. This time it's to Hutchinson. Big breakaway and brought down by number 22, Gil Bird. Good counter action behind the line of scrimmage, broke Hutchinson for a big gain. First down, Cheetahs. So what made that play happen was the counter move. It was a fake to Janosik, coming back the counter the opposite way. Hutchinson, the Poway Eagles defense bit, moving strongly to the strong side, and Hutchinson able to break a big one. Pass by Garcia. Hutchinson now with the ball again. He's driving down. He's going to cross the 20-yard line. So it's a down and out short at the line of scrimmage. Brings up another first down for the Cheetahs. So now the Cheetahs firing on all cylinders. The success of their run setting up the nice pass plays. And for the Eagles, they've really got to take heart now. Put the defensive wall up as now the Cheetahs are inside the 20-yard line. Quick pass on a slant. And that'll be a pass interference call. It was Stephon Mitchell who took the inside route on a quick slant and got tangled up with the feet of Matthew Kornblith. The yellow flag flies in, and that'll be a penalty against the War Eagles.
Come on, guys.
Let's pick up the rest of the roster as the referee marks off that penalty. 55 is Bradley Dodds for the War Eagles. Number 58 is Ryan Shell. He's injured, not playing today. Number 71 is Christopher Duran. Number 72 is Ken Flowers, listed as linebacker. Number 73, Steven Jackson. He's listed as end. Center for the Eagles, number 76, Michael Odermatt. Number 77 is Patrick Walsh, playing guard and in. First and goal now for the Cheetahs. Garcia again back to pass in the corner of the end zone. Mitchell is there, and he scores. For the Cheetahs, going to the man for the Cheetahs, that's number 7, Stephon Mitchell, who scores his 3rd touchdown of this first half, this time on a 10-yard corner pattern and reception off the arm of Tony Garcia. So now we know the number of the player that is all player for the Cheetahs right now. For this game anyway, it's going to be Stephon Mitchell, who's had a 30-yard run, a 4-yard run, and now takes a 10-yard pass off of Tony Garcia.
Good, baby. Get in there. Yeah.
Number 2, Chase Walliver, puts the finishing touches on a nice drive, and now the Cheetahs extend their lead 32-0 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in this first half of play. So Poway rules indicate that when a team is leading by a certain number of points, you start at the 50-yard line, and so that's where we are right now. The War Eagles taking control of the ball. Bird handing off to Heyer. Heyer takes a nice move right up the middle of the field, and Heyer gets a nice big chunk of change on that play. So actually, the War Eagles have now flip-flopped their running backs. It was Heyer to Bird, QB to running back. This time now it's Bird as the quarterback and Higher as the running back. So now it's Higher in the backfield along with 23 Cochran. This time it's a handoff to Higher again, and Higher once again moves the ball downfield. So now Poway, with 2:33 less than the half, has now found some life in their offense, and they are moving the ball. Higher back under center. Bird trying to find running room, moving east and west. After about a 4-yard pickup, looking for daylight, but he's smothered by the Cheetahs. Nice pickup, though, as it's a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 5 now. Inside the 30-yard line, call it the 28. And the cry of defense can be heard from the sidelines of the Cheetahs. Bird now back under center in a T formation is the offense of the War Eagles. Hand off to Higher. Higher again finding running room and picking up a big chunk of change, which includes a 1st down for the War Eagles. Clock stops with the move of the chains and the 1st down, and the Eagles now moving inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Moving up now to the line of scrimmage, flip-flopping now. It's going to be Bird again with Higher in the backfield. Higher trying to find running room. He'll pick up 3 yards from what originally was nothing as he picks and chooses his way through the holes on the defensive line. Bird again going to hand off to Higher. It's been successful. Higher moving down. He might make it in and just falls short as Higher has now run the ball straight up the middle on the Cheetahs defense. And if they can score with 53 seconds left in the 1st half, it will be a major, major uplift to this War Eagles team. Clock is running with 50 seconds left now. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Now coming up to the line of the scrimmage is Bird. It's Higher and Cochran in the backfield as well as Padilla. It's to Higher. He's hit initially, but he moves in. 54. Patrick Boren put a hit on Higher, but Higher was not to be denied. Higher moves in, and the War Eagles are now on the board. Great, great uplifting drive by the War Eagles, and it was the combination of Gil Bird at quarterback handing off to Justin Higher. But I tell you what, you gotta give credit to the offensive line of this Poway War Eagles team. They are the unsung heroes who does the job. Ball is up, and after a fumbled handling, give credit. Higher puts it through, and so with 37 seconds left in the 1st half, it's now the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles 8. So Hack now puts the ball on the tee. He'll kick it off in the backfield for the Cheetahs. Waiting to receive is going to be Janosik and Stefan Mitchell. Once again, it's going to be an onside kick, and the sure hands of number 33, John Gorman, helps out the Cheetahs. They'll have great field position with 35 seconds left. So with 35 seconds left to play in the 1st half, the Cheetahs come up, and I'll tell you what, they're a big play offense. Drennan under center. It's going to be a handoff and a fumble, but picked right back up again. The handoff was number 56, Ryan Van Grohl. He lost the handle for a moment, but luckily it bounced right back up into his lap and was able to pick up a half a yard. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll still call it 10 for the Cheetahs, and there is 15 seconds left. And it looks like both teams are going to be willing to let the clock just run out, now down to 8 seconds. They're not going to be able to get this play off. 6 seconds, 5. So the play is going to run out the clock, and that will be it right there. So the clock runs out. The score at halftime, Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles of Poway 8. With me, assistant coach Pat Walsh. Pat, it was an uplifting score there at the end of the first half.
It's true. We're going to take the momentum, come back, and beat them in the second half.
What did Coach Gilbert have to say to the kids at halftime?
Coach Bird said, play your hardest, do your best, execute your assignment, and let's win the game.
Thank you very much, Pat. Well, the War Eagles are actually going to try and take that momentum, as Coach Pat Walsh had said. They seem like they found the combination with Hire as the running back. Let's see if we can come back the second half and be able to put some more scores on the board. Right now, as we start the second half of play, it is the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles 8, and we'll be right back with the second half kickoff. So we're about to take the second half kickoff. The War Eagles will be receiving the ball. Let's finish the roster for the War Eagles. Number 79 is Michael Cormier. 80 is Eddie Padilla, wide receiver. Number 81, Wes Pinkston. He plays tight end. Number 87 is Bradford Busick. Number 95 is Xavier Scruggs. And number 99 is J.D. Kodatic. Head coach is Gil Bird, famous San Diego Charger defensive back. Mike Cochran, Rick Hire, Pat Walsh, and Garrett Ing, along with Tim Ware, are the assistant coaches. Nice kick going back, taken by Padilla. He finds the handle on it, crosses the 30-yard line, looking for a running room, trying to move to the outside to turn the corner, and it's big number 80, Adam Powell, who brings him down. So the War Eagles will take it 1st and 10 with 9:51 now left in the third quarter, and the War Eagles are now going to try and keep that momentum going that was able to help them to score with less than 57 seconds left in the second quarter. It was the War Eagles on the combination of running back Hire, Gil Bird, the quarterback. We'll see what happens at the start of the third quarter. It looks like Hire might be at quarterback to start this second half. And it is Hire. He'll bring up the team. Check that. They're keeping it. It is going to be Bird. Hire will be in the background in the T formation. It is to Hire, and he's going to be moving up. And again, he finds some big room to run. Hire off tackle, then goes to the outside, picks up a big chunk of change. Be second down and about 2. So when the combination changed, and it's funny because you look at it, Hire still is calling the signal, still calling the plays at the quarterback position in the huddle, but then lines up in the backfield along with Cochran and also Padilla. Hire is the workhorse. Again, picks up change. Ball was loose, but the referee says it was the ground that caused the ball to get loose, so it's a dead ball. It'll be third down, and it'll be very, very close for a first down. Big play now for the War Eagles. Bird under center. This time hands off to Cochran, who's got some running room, and he's going to pick up a first down for the War Eagles. Nice blocking by the line of the War Eagles. Picks up a first down, and what a great uplifting for the War Eagles, because that is their first down of the game moving on the ground. So they crossed the 40-yard line at about the 45. Handoff to Bird this time. He's looking for some running room, trying to move to the outside. Can't turn the corner. Give credit to Hutchinson and also to Stephon Mitchell, who was there on the outside. So Bird has the speed, definitely, but he just can't get to the outside. It's great containment by the Cheetahs line. Higher now gives the ball to Cochran, trying to move downfield, picking and choosing his way. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Excellent containment again by the Cheetahs, but with the containment, it was 23, Mario Cochran, picking and choosing his way through to pick up about 5. It's now going to be third down now, and about 3 yards to go. Another big play for the War Eagles. This is 4 down territory. Bird under center, continuing with the T formation. Big Higher looking for running room. He's hit by number 2, Chase Walliver. Carries himself forward, and it's going to be very close for the first down. And the referee does signal first down, and so the combination of Bird handing off to Higher has really sparked this War Eagles offense. They are on the move, 1st and 10. Moving across midfield, Bird still in control as quarterback. This time it's to Higher. Nice hole. Higher has running room. He breaks into the backfield. Now the ball is loose. And the Cheetahs recover it. Number 14, William Garner. Higher had a tremendous run going, but fumbles it away to the Cheetahs. They'll have it 1st and 10. So the Cheetahs now take the ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 with John Drennan at quarterback. Handoff this time goes to Garner. He's going to be stopped by number 54, Matthew Moore. Helped out by number 28, that is, Michael Bruno. So it'll be 2nd down on a pickup of 3 yards, 2nd and 7. And for the War Eagles, they were moving the ball very nicely. They need to remember that combination. Give credit to the War Eagles offensive line, making nice holes for the running of Higher, running of Cochran. Right now, it's got to be the War Eagles defense that's got to strengthen up. Drennan looking for a handoff. Once again, it's William Garner who picks up another couple yards. Coming across, making the attack was Matthew Moore on the far sideline. He was able to get a hand on the jersey, but it was William Garner who did a good job of picking up a couple more in the fight. It'll be 3rd down and 2, just inside the 45-yard line. 5:28 left in the 3rd quarter, 32-8. Cheetahs out in front. The War Eagles have found a spark both on offense and on defense. Now with the 3rd down and 3, John Drennan and the Cheetahs now going to try and move it across for a 1st down. Curtis Fillmore. Keeper by Drennan, and this time Bird will take him down, but it was a keeper by Drennan on the weak side that caught the War Eagles off guard, and Drennan rambles for big yardage and, most importantly, for a Cheetahs 1st down. 1st and 10 outside of the 33-yard line. Drennan under center, hands off to Garner. Garner loses the ball on the ground but retains it, as he is stopped by Saul Galindo with the help of Patrick Walsh, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It was actually a pickup of about 5 yards. 2nd down now for the Eagles. They've crossed inside the 29-yard line. Now front line changes. Coming in, number 76, Michael Odermatt. Number 79, Michael Cormier. And number 76, check that, 79 and 77, Patrick Walsh. So the big men up front looking to close down the running game. Fumble! There was a loose ball in the handoff exchange. Falling on it, number 27 for the Cheetahs, Michael O'Connor. He had a heads-up play. And so now that's going to be a loss on the play of about a half yard. It'll be 3rd down, back about 4. Now it looks like they're, don't see a flag, but the head umpire is talking to the War Eagles, and so it looks like it's a penalty.
Travis, kick butt now, come on.
And the penalty will be marked off against the Cheetahs. So it's an illegal formation, not enough men up on the line for the Cheetahs. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll keep it at 2nd down now. Most importantly, the ball is moved back outside of the 30-yard line. 2nd and 8 to go. Drennan under center. In the backfield, Travis Gunderson. It's going to be a handoff to Padilla, and it's a fumble this time. Scramble for the ball. And once again, this time, it's number 52, and that'll be Travis Gunderson, who has a heads-up play and falls on the ball. So it was a tough exchange on the handoff to Padilla, who was coming around the end, and so it moves the ball back. It's going to be 3rd down and a lot of yardage. This time it's Drennan. Looks for a quick in. Almost picked off. It went right through the hands of number 28, Michael Bruno. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Cheetahs and a whole heck of a yards, about 15 yards. Coach Mike Gunderson calling in the punt team for the Cheetahs. So for the first time in today's game, the Cheetahs are going to punt. Once again, a moral victory for the Poway War Eagles. They'll try and pick the ball back up. Gilbert is back. And so Rancho Bernardo takes the fake. It's Hutchinson. He's not going to go anywhere as a host of Poway defenders puts the stop on him. So Michael Odermatt, number 76, puts the big hit on the Rancho Bernardo players. As Cochran, number 23, tries to get outside, and in the meantime picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. So it was a fake punt to Hutchinson by the Cheetahs, trying to catch the Eagles off guard. They had done it a couple times earlier today, but heads-up play by not only Michael Odermatt, who slowed up Hutchinson, but the whole host of defenders who were not fooled at all. So now it's going to be 2nd down and about 6. Higher now comes up under center. Slot formation. Back to pass is Higher. He's looking for Bird, and Bird can't quite hang on to it. Back to cover was Adam Powell, but it was Bird who came out of the backfield streaking down the far sidelines. He was there, and so was the ball, but he just couldn't quite find the handle. 2:17 left in the 3rd quarter. That'll bring up a 3rd down. And for the War Eagles, you wonder why they don't go back to the combination of Higher at running back and Bird at quarterback. It was working so successfully. But Higher now back at QB, and possibly it's because he's in the passing formation. He throws it deep. Bird is there. He's got the ball. And that, my friends, is why Higher is at quarterback right now. Nice play, a beautiful pass to a streaking Bird on the near sideline. That gives a 1st and 10 to the Poway War Eagles. Bird now under center. Cochran, nice hole. He's going to look for some outside running room. Now he cuts inside. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. So the offensive line continues to do a great, great job for the running of the War Eagles. Number 79, Michael Cormier. Number 87, Brad Busick.
Passes to be press passes or anything? Did you ask him?
Bird with the handoff. Now has an opportunity, trying to move outside again, but moving east to west. And now a host of players, along with Stephon Mitchell, brings down the offense of the War Eagles. So there's going to be a loss on that play, and they've tried that time and time, but it's been a great Cheetahs defense that's been able to contain the speedy Gil Bird. This time an end around. Nice play, working to the outside as Padilla got through the initial containment but it was number 2, Chase Wolliver, and number 52, Travis Gunderson, who was able to bring down Padilla on the end around. Seconds winding down in this third quarter. Not going to be able to get this play off as there's 4 seconds left. We'll wind down. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play with the War Eagles driving, it's the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles of Poway 8. Higher taking the ball, and it's going to be very, very close for the first down. Handoff to Higher, who's been a workhorse.
You guys got to stay back, guys.
And they're going to have an official measurement by the referee. So Higher, when he handles the ball, really gets the opportunity to find some holes in the Cheetahs' defensive line. And right now, let's take a look and see if it's a first down. Sure enough is, so it'll be first down for the War Eagles. They'll be just outside the 20-yard line. And with 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go, the War Eagles trying to put the ball in the end zone one more time. Higher now brings him up. Padilla in the backfield along with Cochran and Bird. Nice move now. Quick pass across the middle. Padilla's got it. He breaks one tackle. He's still on his feet as Padilla, as he takes the ball down. It'll be a pickup of about 3 or 4 yards. So the pickup is actually about 7 yards. Bird under center. This time it's going to go to Higher. He's looking for running room. Big bruising. Higher picks up another close to a first down. They're going to call it third down, but I tell you, the running, bruising style of Justin Higher is just what the doctor ordered for the Poway War Eagles as they are continuing to march down the field. Third down. Timeout now called by the Cheetahs. And while we take a timeout, let's take a look at the roster for the Cheetahs. Wearing jersey number 1, who's been quarterback, Tony Garcia. He shares the duties with number 4, John Drennan. Number 2 is Chase Wolliver. Number 7, you've seen him all day long. He's got 3 scores today. Stephon Mitchell, number 7. Give credit to Jeremy Hutchinson. He has done a fantastic job. Number 10 is Brian Shaughnessy. Number 13 is Dustin Rosnes. They're going to measure now for another first down. And a first down it is by the nose of the ball. So just outside the 10-yard line, we'll call it the 13. It's the War Eagles will have first and 10. Number 14 is William Garner. Number 19 is Rob McGee. Number 20, running back Andrew Yanosak, had some good runs today. Number 22 is Rhett Melbo. Number 23, Maverick Valenzuela. Number 24, Tyler Rich. 27 is Michael O'Connor. Number 32 is Chase Massini. Number 33, John Gorman. And we'll pick up the rest of the roster right after this play. Bird under center, has the trio in the backfield. Hands off to Higher, looking for running room. He's got some running room. And once again, the offensive line of the War Eagles have come alive in this second half of play. They are moving the ball down against the Cheetahs. 34, Ryan Perry. 42, Joshua Farkas. Number 44, Curtis Fillmore. 52, that is, Travis Gunderson. 54, Patrick Boren. Number 55 is Nick Crisione. Number 56 is Ryan Van Grohl. Second down now and 6 to go. This time it's to Bird. He's going to look up the middle. He's got some running room. He's on his feet. He breaks through. Bird scores! Picking his way through the line. Great, great effort by Gil Bird as he moves and wiggles and gets his way into the end zone. And I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about the War Eagles offensive line. They have done the job. At 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, the Eagles once again get into the end zone. And once again, it'll be number 51, Stuart Hack, with a very strong leg to try and put the ball in the uprights. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it's a dead ball foul as it's offsides by the Cheetahs. So Hack now gets a little bit closer, and this time we'll see who moves first. So now it goes the opposite way. So we'll try it again. Higher will hold. Hack will try and put it through the uprights. Hack was good on the first conversion attempt. Ball is snapped, the ball's down. And that's a nice ball in any football field through the goalpost. And for the War Eagles, another nice drive. With 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's now the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles of Poway 16. So in the second half of play, Hack will be kicking off, and the second half has been all Poway War Eagles. They have dominated the Cheetahs. Another kick, it's going to be a squib. Running for the ball is Hutchinson. It's actually Stephon Mitchell who falls on it, and he'll take it at about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Cheetah. For the Poway Eagles, they need to stiffen up right here, get 3 and out. For the Cheetahs, they need to try and grind the clock down. Handoff to Janosik, and he is stuffed up. Big number 77, Patrick Walsh, along with 54. Matthew Moore was there to make the stop. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cheetahs. What a spirited resilience that this Poway War Eagles team have come up with. Down, being dominated the first half. Starting with 32 seconds left in the second quarter, the War Eagles have continued to just dominate this team. Garcia under center. This time he hands off again to Janosek, looking for some running room. He does. He breaks it. Good move, and finally being brought down by Matthew Kornblith. Once he got through the line of scrimmage, it was daylight for Janosek, and it was a saving tackle by Matthew Kornblith that helped keep number 20, Andrew Janosek, from celebrating in the end zone. So that brings up a 1st down, and most importantly, another opportunity for the Cheetahs to run the clock down. 7:10 left and ticking, 32-16, Cheetahs out on top. Bird and Higher are the safety corners. Bradley Dodds and Matthew Moore, the outside linebackers. Stuart Hack, inside linebacker. Garcia back. It's a pass, a nice ball downfield. And Janosik just could not quite get there. Beautiful spiral pass by Tony Garcia. Took a 2-step drop and fired it to the near sideline. That'll stop the clock with 6:48 remaining. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cheetahs. Substitutions now coming in for the Poway War Eagles. Number 95, Xavier Scruggs, now on the line. 81, Wes Pinkston, now an outside linebacker. At nose guard, Christopher Duran. Garcia. Counter handoff, there's a fumble, and Poway recovers the ball. 1st down, big fumble, and number 71, the nose tackle, Christopher Duran, comes up big for the Poway War Eagles. Higher back to pass, looking for Bird again. He's gonna be overthrown. Bird was racing down from his slot position. He had an opportunity, but the ball was just too far out in front. And that'll bring up 2nd down, but it does stop the clock. 6:38 left in the game. The War Eagles looking for an opportunity to capitalize on the turnover. Ball at the 46-yard line of the Cheetahs. Coming up is Higher in the backfield. Cochran. In the slot is Bird. Back to pass again. The ball is downfield, and once again, Bird is not in a position to make that catch. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Ball stopped, or the clock stops with 6:33. That play took about 5 seconds. Heyer actually has more time to sit back and wait for the play to develop. He's not really getting that much of a pass rush right now. Big play here now. Heyer must complete a pass or get some big yardage. It's 3rd down and 10 at the 46. Quick pass, it's up in the air. It's going to be caught by number 81, Wes Pinkston, but he is hit by the Cheetahs and Pinkston fumbles. And now the Cheetahs are able to capitalize and make a turnover as Pinkston, check that, Heyer, the quarterback, is injured. We're going to take an injury timeout with 6:16 left in the game. It's the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles 16. So Justin Heyer comes up under his own power. He'll walk off the field and take a breather, and that's always good news for any athlete. Let's take a look at the rest of the roster for the Cheetahs. We haven't made it through. We'll pick up with number 59, Jonathan Gissinger. Number 64 is Andrew Huynh. Number 72 is David Elting, along with number 80, Adam Powell. Garcia brings him up under center. Ball's going to be to Janosik. He looks for some running room, and a nice play by number 81, Wes Pinkston, from his defensive end position, comes in and closes the door. Let's finish out the roster. A.J. Jackson is number 81 for the Cheetahs. Number 85 is Andrew Erickson. Number 88 is Bradley Sonnenberg. And number 92 is Bill Wackles. Coming in is number 7, Stefan Mitchell. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Clock running at 5:43. In the backfield, it's Hutchinson and Janosik. This time it comes to Stefan Mitchell. Once again, a nice play by number 81, Wes Pinkston. He was waiting right where he should be, and he makes the single tackle. Pinkston, that is, having a nice game as he drops Stefan Mitchell. It's going to be 3rd down on a pickup of about a yard. 3rd down, 5:11 clock ticking. For the Eagles, they'd like to get the ball back and at least have one nice long drive to put this ball in the end zone one more time. Big play right here, 3rd down, Garcia. He's going to take the ball, gives it to Janosik, nothing to the inside. Janosik tries to drive right over number 37, Richard Provencio. Good stick by both individuals. Janosik on that run is able to pick up the needed 1st down and keep this drive rolling. And with 4:49 in the ball on the 51-yard line. Big key play there. Good job by the War Eagles on the defensive front line. They closed down any holes up the middle, but it was Janosik who bounced to the outside and found some daylight. So Garcia picks him up. Janosik in the backfield. Hutchinson now in the slot. 2 receivers on the far sideline. It's Mitchell as well as Huynh. A pass outside to Hutchinson, and right there who brings a pile of Poway players, takes Hutchinson down. Clock running with 3:43 left in the game. Garcia again brings up the offense. Janosik in the backfield. There's a pass across the middle, almost intercepted. The ball was thrown to number 4, John Drennan, who wasn't quite ready for it. With that pass incomplete, the clock stops with 3:30 left. Timeout will be called by the Cheetahs with 3:30 left. It's the Cheetahs 32, the War Eagles 16. So the Cheetahs will bring the ball back into play. They're just across the 50-yard line. This time the ball's going to be handed off to Hutchinson. He's got a big hole. He's now moving to the outside, rambling down. Gil Bird, number 22, finally brings down Hutchinson, but a big running play as he rambles off. 11, 12 yards on a nice run. And again, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs. Hutchinson lines up in the backfield along with number 52, Travis Gunderson. Right up the middle, now breaking to the outside, and a nice effort. First hit. Looks like number 28. Number 22, once again, Gil Bird coming up, and there'll be a timeout called. Poway takes the timeout, and so we'll take one also. 2:41 remaining, 32-16 Cheetahs. Cheetahs now with the ball. It's going to be a rollout and a pass. Nice one downfield. Nice play by Bird. 64, Andrew Wynn looked like he was open for a moment, but the acceleration of Gil Bird to get to the ball was quite helpful as he deflects it out of the hands of Wynn. So that'll come up with the 2nd down. Check that, 3rd down and 8. Pass incomplete, so that's going to stop the clock with 2:36. This is a big play right now. It's going to be 3rd down. Cheetahs want to get the first to grind out the clock. War Eagles want to put the stop defensively right now. On the line, interesting, is John Drennan. That's a new. This time it's Janosik right up the middle, and he is hit by number 55, Bradley Dodds. Helped out also. Number, looks like 72. 76, that is, Michael Oderman, who puts a stop. This time it's going to be another timeout. It'll be 4th down and 6 with 2:26 remaining. Big 4th down play for the Cheetahs. Ryan Van Grohl as well as Hutchinson in the backfield looking for some blocking. It's going to be a rollout. Garcia looking for somebody. He's going to keep it, run it himself. Bird once again brings him down on the far sideline. And so the clock is stopped as the referee's trying to determine whether or not it's a 1st down. And the 1st down signal is given, and that gives new life to the Cheetahs and an opportunity to once again take the clock to where it's at right now at 2:13 down to the final seconds and life in this game. 2:13 left in the game. The ball on the 20-yard line. Garcia again up under center. He's got Hutchinson in the backfield. Now it's a quick slant. Nice catch by number 64, Andrew Quinn. Stopped by number 23, Mario Cochran. 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and about 1 yard to go.
We averaged 30 points a game. We averaged 30 points.
Don't make me run out there again. It's your turn.
135 and counting. It's been a great game for both teams, especially the Cheetahs, but, you know, they give credit to the War Eagles because they never lost heart. They came back and scored 2 and could have been more if there was more time left. Quick popper to Travis Gunderson. He'll pick up a couple. So now under a minute left to play, 49 seconds and counting. Garcia with Hutchinson and Gunderson in the backfield. Hutchinson takes it right up the middle, finds some running room, and he may go in for a touchdown. And he does. So with 30 seconds left in the game, Hutchinson from 12 yards out adds another score to the Cheetahs total. So Oliver will try and add 2 more to this score and make it an even 40. The ball is down. It's not going to get there as it fails. And I tell you what, the signal is good and we're going to give it to him. But that's going to make it 40 for the Cheetahs, 16 for the Poway War Eagles. 31 seconds left in this game. So 31 seconds left in this game. Ball is kicked off. That's going to go down to Padilla. He's going to take it at the 30-yard line, try and find some running room on the far sideline, but he's going to be thrown out of bounds at about the 38. Higher now back under center. He'll be back to pass. He throws it down deep, and there's nobody there for the War Eagles. That'll stop the clock, though, with 21 seconds left. Gil Bird was down there, as well as Bradford Busick. Busick was streaking down the sidelines. About 10 yards in down the far hash mark was Gil Bird racing down the sideline. The ball fell in between both of them. That'll come up a 2nd down and 10, and we're probably going to see 4 straight passes trying to make the big play to put the ball down there. For the Cheetahs, they've got Hutchinson in the backfield, as well as number 22, Rhett Melbo. Number 72 as well, David Elting. Fumble on the play. Higher has to take the ball. And 17 seconds left in this one. Poway looks like they're going to take their last time out, and so will we. 40-16 Cheetahs. Higher. Cochran's in the backfield. Looking downfield, he's going to throw it, and that's going to be intercepted and brought back by Hutchinson. Now, he may go all the way. He's got some speed. He's going to outrace everybody. Hutchinson takes back an intercepted pass off of Higher. 55 yards for one more Cheetah score. So this time they're going to go for 1 on a running play. They're going to... Whistle is called. And for the Cheetahs, it's Janosik that needs to get his strap snapped back on his helmet. And with 3 seconds left, the clock is now going to run out, and that is a class move by Tony Garcia. Higher's got all of his receivers spread out. He's got time for one last play, sends it down deep, and that time the ball falls innocently to the ground, and that is the end of this game. On a positive note, both teams played well sportsmanly. No major fouls, no major injuries. On any given Saturday, you've got to have a winner and a loser. This time it goes to the Cheetahs, and it goes to the Cheetahs big. Final score, the Cheetahs of Rancho Bernardo 46, the War Eagles of Poway 16. I'll be back with post-game interviews of both the players and the cheerleaders in just a moment. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Williams, and along with George Langevin Sports Video Productions, we're here at postgame, and we have 3 super players here of the War Eagles, and you are?
Michael Cormier, number 79.
Very good.
I'm Stuart Hack, and I'm number 51. I'm Spencer Schwartz, and I'm number 33.
Let's start with you, Michael. What do you feel best out that you did today on the field?
I hit the quarterback.
What's it like to hit somebody?
It feels good when you hit them hard and they fall down.
So, do you ever hear any noises coming out of the other body when you hit them?
If you crunch them, yeah.
Give me a sound effect of what you've heard when you've hit somebody hard.
Crunch.
Crunch? How about a ooh or a
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Ooh.
Very good, Michael. Now in the middle here is Stuart Hack. You know, give me another famous football player that's worn number 51 before.
Ken Norton Jr.
Very good. Now what team does he play for or did he play for?
The San Francisco 49ers.
And before that? Okay, but before that? You remember the team he played for?
No.
Dallas Cowboys. You know, now I'm going to go way back. When I was a little kid, there was another guy named 51. Have you ever heard of a guy named Dick Butkus?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever heard of Dick Butkus before?
That's a weird name.
I know, but he was really a hard hitter. And you know what? You were a hard hitter out there, too.
Thanks.
You lift weights at all?
No? Yeah, sometimes.
Do you lift weights?
Uh-huh.
Now, what's the hardest thing about playing football, do you think?
Reading the quarterback, because he always looks to the different place that he's going to throw sometimes.
That's right, and then having to react, huh? Now, how long have you been playing football?
3 years.
3 years? All righty. And on the very end over here, we've got Spencer Schwartz. Now, you weren't able to play today. Why is that?
Well, I hurt my hamstring, and it makes it hard to run.
Now, everybody always tells me they have game faces. They want to look mean. Looks like you have, like, hat hair. Do you do it? You kind of mess up your hair to make people scared of you?
Yeah.
He moved to Vista, and now he's playing.
What, tell me about this?
He moved to Vista, and now he's going to play for the Vista team, and then we're going to rock him next year.
So what are we going to do with this guy?
We're going to beat him up.
We're gonna
Okay. Now, what is your favorite football player?
Jerry Rice on the 49ers.
Ah, very good. And who were you?
Stuart Hack.
And what was your favorite player?
Warwick Dunn. He plays running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Very good. Very good. What's his number, by the way?
28.
Yes. And who about you? Who's your favorite player?
Junior Seau.
All right, the big Junior Seau fan. Thank you very much, guys. Good game today. Now, we are continuing our parade of superstars here, and you are?
Michael Odermatt.
And don't look at your jersey, but what number are you?
76.
Very good. And you are?
Justin Heyer, and I'm number 11.
But Justin had to look at his jersey.
I'm Mario Cochran. My number's 23.
All right. Let's start with you over here, Michael. Now, you are the center, correct?
Correct.
Okay, what's it like? You guys ever talk to one another? I know we got the quarterback right here, Justin. Do you ever talk to Justin before you snap the ball? Or does he ever talk to you?
Well, not really, unless we're going to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
How hard is it to play center? Because you have to snap the ball, but then you also have to block, too.
Not that hard, because I've been doing it for 4 years. So.
Is it your favorite position?
Yeah.
Tell me about your favorite block out there in today's game.
Well, there's this really big guy, number 4, and he was making me mad, so I hit him, and he fell backwards.
So you just drove him down to the ground?
Yeah.
Well, that's always makes you feel good, because you usually want to be the guy that drives someone down. You don't want to be the drivee onto the ground, right?
Right.
And how about you, Justin, in the middle? Now, you were the quarterback, but you know what? Not only were you the quarterback, but I saw some pretty impressive runs that you made as a running back. Do you play both positions all the time like that?
We started about 3 or 4 games ago, and now I have done that ever since.
Well, what do you think's your favorite position?
Running back,
And why is that?
because I get to run people over.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you have to take hits. What's it like to get hit by somebody?
It sucks.
Now, do you have, when you're running with the ball and you know you're going to get hit, do you keep your eyes open or closed? Tell me about how you run.
I keep my eyes open.
Now, do you like to run right into people or try and juke people around?
Half and half.
Yeah. You guys did well out there. And, of course, on the far sideline over there is Mario Cochran, right? Tell me about the game today. You know, as your coach said, I mean, winning is great, but it's not the only thing. It's to play hard. And I saw you playing really hard out there. What was your favorite play that you did out there today?
I got a good run.
Tell me about it. You were out in the backfield taking some nice handoffs.
The jumper right 24 lead.
Now, what does that all mean? What does that mean?
I line up behind Patrick Walsh, and then I go through the 4-hole.
Now, the 4-hole would be, let's see, the 2 holes next to the center, and then the 4 holes right in the guard tackle slot, right? Okay. Now, how long have you been a running back?
3 years.
Really? Okay. And who is your favorite running back in the NFL?
Like Emmitt Smith.
Okay, very good. I like Emmitt Smith. Big Emmitt Smith. That's great. Congratulations, guys, on a good game. You have some great stains. Let me ask you one other question before we go. You ever had any really good bloody injuries?
In football?
Yeah.
No. Messed up a couple fingers, but that's about it.
How about you?
No.
And you've been safe all this long?
Yep.
Okay. Well, good. We have 3 safe guys. Had a good game today. And congratulations. Everybody can say hi to their moms on camera, right? Bye. Okay. Just important as the players on the team is the support and the spirit that's generated from the cheerleaders on the side of the field. And we've got 4 of those cheerleaders right here. You are?
Christy.
Your last name?
Scarborough.
How about you?
Natalie Simus. Jennifer Villaraza. Ashley DeFore.
Now, let me start with you. How long have you been being a cheerleader?
This is my 3rd year.
And what's the best thing about being a cheerleader?
Stunts.
And are you, what position do you hold when you're creating a stunt?
Base.
Okay, and what are you supposed to do as a base?
You're supposed to put the person up on top, like here or here. They hold the person.
That's right. You got to be very strong. Now, what position do you usually when you're stunting? Do you get to fly, or what do you do?
Well, I base and I fly.
Okay.
I do both.
Now, how long have you been cheering for?
This is my first year.
Very first year. Now, have you played any other sports or done anything else before cheer?
Yeah, at school we have all these sports. I played like basketball and volleyball and soccer and all that stuff.
Well, what's your favorite sport in school?
Probably volleyball.
Okay. Now, as well as you having a favorite sport, you usually have a favorite subject in school. What's yours?
Mine's history.
And why is that?
Because it's so interesting what they did back then.
It is interesting. And you know, here's something really weird to think about, is that what we're doing right now, 20 years from now, will be history, right? Right? And how about you? Your name again is?
Ashley DeFore.
Ashley, how long have you been a cheerleader?
This is my first year.
Really? Now, here's a real important question. Who made the scrunchie for your hair?
I don't know. Oh, it came with my uniform.
It did come with your uniform.
It's from Bonnie, Amanda's mom, right over there.
Bonnie Amanda's mom. All right, Bonnie Amanda's mom. All right. Made the scrunchies. Now, did you guys participate in the competition at Mount Carmel a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
What was that like for you?
It was scary, and it was weird because we'd done it in front of our boys and in front of our and in front of the crowds, but we'd never really been in front of a really big crowd of people, and it was scary. And I think the scariest part was finding out whether or not you won or lost.
You're right. You know, that's always tough because only 1 or 2, 3 teams get to move on. And your name is again?
Jennifer.
How did you guys do at the competition? Did you try your hardest?
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right? Yeah. And was it scary being in front of all those people?
No.
Not for you. So you're used to being in front of a lot of people? Are you like a movie star or something?
No. It's just that when you're with a lot of people, it's not scary.
Yeah. You have a lot of support, huh?
When you're in front of a lot of people, you can't help smiling. It's like.
Well, let me see you smile. Let me see you smile. Come on. See, that's
okay.
pretty good. Because as a cheerleader, you got to be always spirited, right?
I guess.
And you like cheering for these boys?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you very much. Because without you guys, on the count of 3, at least let's see you yell, "Go War Eagles." How's that? Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go War Eagles!
All right. Thank you very much, girls. Continuing our parade of superstars here on this War Eagles team. Your name is?
Wesley Pinkston,
And what number are you?
81.
Okay. And in the middle we have?
Gilbert, number 22.
You're not going to laugh, are you?
No.
Okay. And yeah, I think he is. And on the far side?
Steven Jackson, number 73.
Well, let's start with you, number 81, Wesley Pinkston. What's it like when you're out on the field and it's really, was it hot out there for you today?
Yeah.
I mean, the sun was coming down and it's really hot right now, but you got the pads on and the helmet. Do you sweat a lot?
Yes.
Now, what happens with your clothes? You're all hot, you're sweaty, you're dirty. Do you go home and wash your own clothes?
No.
Well, who does?
My mom.
Oh, your mother does. Now, does she ever tell you how stinky you are when you come home?
Yes.
What's the dirtiest game you've ever played in regards to being dirty on the field?
Last year at the Mud Bowl at Poway.
Mud Bowl. Tell me about this. What had happened at the Mud Bowl?
Well,
Is it really called the Mud Bowl?
now we call it the Mud Bowl because the whole field was like an inch of mud and it was all watery.
You guys remember that game?
At Poway High.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was full of mud. You couldn't find one spot of me that was clean. So.
That was a good time, huh? All right. Well, having a good time, you can tell. Number 22, Gil Bird, you like to run the ball, but you also like to make some good tackles out there. What do you like to do, play offense or defense better?
I like to do both.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite position then that you play?
Probably running back.
And obviously, you got some quick moves out there. Was that inherited from anybody?
My mom.
Your mom? Oh, now, do you have any brothers or sisters at all?
Yes, I have a brother, and he's 11 years old.
Okay, so do you ever practice playing football with your brother?
Yes.
Have you ever do you ever practice inside the house?
No.
Oh, you never do?
No.
Come on, tell me the truth. Have you ever broken anything when you've been roughhousing with your brother?
Yes.
Now, do your parents know about it?
Yeah.
Okay, because they would have known about it right now if you would have known about it before. Just kidding. What was your best play you had out there today, do you think?
My touchdown run.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Justin handed the ball off to me, and I ran it in the end zone for a touchdown, up the middle.
Up the middle, which was interesting because you'd been trying to go outside all day. It just didn't work, and then you worked to the inside, and you did a great play. Congratulations on a nice run. And Steven Jackson, they call you Action Jackson?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just Coach Ware said during the beginning of the year.
You wanted nicknames, huh?
Yeah.
Now, when they were introducing you, you guys were called that you came from a specific college. What was the college that you came from?
I didn't hear him.
It was Oklahoma. Do you have any?
No.
Nothing. He just kind of throws names out there like that. Okay, all right. And what about school? How hard is it to go to practice during the evening times and then still have to come home and do homework? Is that tough for you?
Yeah, kinda.
What's the toughest subject that you got to tackle at school right now?
Science.
And what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Why is that?
It's just the easiest for me.
Easy for you. That means you got some brights in your head. Hey, congratulations, guys. We've got another game behind us. Fallbrook and another team, Poway team that is, that's playing. You guys, you try your best. And as your coach says, that's all you have to do. And I'm proud to watch you guys today and interview you. Good luck in all your other games, all right? Good job. Continuing on our interview here, we've got three more very talented athletes. You are?
JD Kodatic, number 62.
Richard Provencio, number 37.
Xavier Scruggs, number 95.
Now, Kodatic, JD, you're normally what number?
99.
Okay, and what number did you tell me before, though? Did you wear two-number jersey numbers?
No, one game I forgot my jersey in the car, so I had to wear this.
Happens to the best of us. What's this patch here all about?
It's last year's patch.
And it just tells you that you were in were you in a Pop Warner tournament?
Yeah, second place.
Very good. Congratulations. What's the toughest thing about your practices when you practice?
Running.
What is it? So what type of running drills you guys have to do?
We do a lot of running drills.
What type of drills?
We run around the lake. And we do a lot of high knees and stuff like that.
If there was one thing that if coach said don't have to do it anymore, JD, what would it be?
Running.
Okay, all righty. And in the middle, we've got Richard Provencio. Now, today is a special day for you. Is that right, guys?
Yeah.
Today is what?
It's my birthday.
And you are what, 14, 15?
12.
You're 12 is close. All right. Now, what have you done besides playing football in your 12 years of life, what is something that stands out in your mind that you remember doing? Was it going somewhere, taking a trip, or maybe playing football in a game?
Breaking boards in karate.
Oh, my gosh. You got to tell me about this.
One time I jumped and I spun around and kicked it and it broke.
Are you like a super black belt in karate?
I'm one belt away from black belt.
Really? Oh, my gosh. So, I think if the other football players knew on the other opposing team that you were a black belt, I think they'd probably be a little worried about that. Now, do you ever use any of your black belt skills in football?
I'm close to black belt. I'm not a black belt.
But do you ever use any of your skills? Okay, what are we talking about? Is it karate, taekwondo? What is it?
Tang Soo.
Okay. All right. I'm not even going to ask you what the difference is between all that. But did you feel you had a good game today?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think you did best out there today?
I made a real good stop from the running back from getting outside.
That was important. As containment is always very important, and you did come up from your safety position, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations on that one. And we have over here number 95, right, Xavier Scruggs. Tell me about that. Tell me about the whole situation of wearing number 95. That's a big number. Are you a big guy?
Yes.
What do the guys, do you ever talk to the other players on the field when you're playing against them? Do they ever talk to you or say things like, yeah, you're nothing, you wimp, or you baby? Do you ever say anything like that?
No, but they congratulate me and they say hi and stuff.
That is very good. That's being a very good sportsman. Like, what did your coach tell you at halftime?
He tells us to go out. Well, there's different situations, like if we're losing or if we're winning, he'll say, if we're losing, he'll say, just go out there and execute. I don't care what the score is at the end of the game. Just do what you have to do and play hard. And, like, if we're winning, he wants us to go out there and execute.
All right. Well, you guys did that a few times. I mean, really, the second half, if you think about it, with 32 seconds left in the second quarter, you scored, and then from that time on, all the way through the third quarter, man, you guys just dominated that other team. And, you know, we have wins and losses, but there were some times that you guys did absolutely fantastic. You had a good game today. Thank you all three for sitting with me here. Beautiful day here in Poway, California, and your name is?
Saul Galindo, number 43. Matt Moore, number 54. Bradley Dodds, number 55.
Okay, let's start with you, Saul. When you're practicing and after the day is over of practice, are you really hungry?
No, not that much.
How about thirsty?
No.
You just kind of are just a RoboCop type of person, huh?
No.
What about this morning? Did you have a special breakfast before the game?
No.
Okay. Do you like to say no a lot?
No.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Was your girlfriend here today watching you?
No.
Okay. Let me ask this. Tell me about the time that you made a big hit on somebody out on the field. Well, it didn't have to be today. It could be any game. Can you remember a time? Did you have a good one out there today, or do you think any other games?
Yeah, today I had a good one.
Tell me about it.
Well, the running back had the ball, and he was running inside, so I stuck my hand out and got him.
And you slowed him up a little bit?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, that's always great. Defense is important, and Matthew Moore, linebacker, correct?
Outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker. Well, let me tell you, I played outside linebacker in high school and college. So you tell me, what's the most important thing that an outside linebacker has to do on defense?
Keep outside containment.
Oh, yes. Give me 5 on that one. That is the right answer. Backers got to keep the outside contained. So do you think you did that today?
Yeah. Well, not
At times
not that,
you did, right?
yeah.
At times. At times. What? So do you ever play inside backer at all?
No.
Outside backers.
That's like the only position I play, outside linebacker.
That's a big, big position to play.
I used to play quarterback, but no, I don't play that anymore.
Well, if you had your choice of any position on the field to play, what do you think you'd want to play?
Outside linebacker or middle linebacker.
Right. Well, you guys get to hit people all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right. Probably middle linebacker more than outside, but the outside is a containment, and that's the toughest one to do. What else? What other sports do you do?
Baseball and sports at school.
Okay. You know, you guys have the exact type of hair. Are you guys brothers by any chance?
No way.
You say no way. And that's number 55, which is Bradley Dodds, another linebacker. Now, I can't remember now. Are you an outside also?
Yes.
Okay. You know of any other linebackers that wear maybe 55?
Well, Junior Seau.
Aha. You're right. Now, see, when I'm growing up, I throw a name out by the name of Chris Hamburger. Do you ever hear a guy by the name of Chris Hamburger?
No.
Washington Redskins wore number 55. So, see, I'm an old boy. But I remember, you know what, as a matter of fact, I think I wore 55 in high school, too. So, you guys, when you play on the team and you got your coaches out there, do you ever hear the coaches yelling at you from the sidelines?
Yes.
What do they tell you?
Stay outside and, like, get a tackle. Don't miss.
And how about the cheerleaders? Do you ever hear any cheers going on when you're out there?
No, I never look.
How about the fans? Do you hear fans yelling and cheering?
Only when we, like, get a good play and stuff, you know.
Well, you guys had good plays, and they had good plays to do today. So you guys did a great job. 43, 54, and 55, all the big type of defensive numbers. Congratulations on a good game, guys. Okay, we got 3 more of these Super War Eagles. First of all, you are?
Chris Duran,
And what number do you?
71. Michael Bruno, 28. Jeremy Newmeister, 30.
Let's start with something different. We're going to start with number 30 over here, which is Jeremy. Jeremy, you play wide receiver. Do you play any other positions besides that?
No.
Tell me about a time that you caught a ball, whether it was in any of the games that you've had this year.
I never caught a ball.
Jeremy, let's talk about anything that you've done on the football team. When you play out there, you have to do 2 things. One is catching the ball, but what else do you have to do out there? B-L-O-C-K, right?
Yeah.
Block, right? Is it tough to try and block in a wide receiver position?
No.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, do you play any other types of sports at all?
Yeah, but not on a team.
Okay. But when you're at home, it's at nighttime, what do you like to do for fun? Do you watch TV? Do you play games?
Well, I set up like all these pillows in my hallway, and I'd be like a running back and jump over them.
Now, do you have any brothers and sisters that you can stick in those pillows and use as blockers?
No. Because my brother will knock me down.
What's your favorite television show?
Fresh Prince.
Of Bel Air, right? Okay, great. Now let me see your shoes. Let me see the bottoms of your cleats. Show the cameraman. Pick them up. There you go. Those are called ponies. Now, do you wear ponies because you have a major contract with them?
No.
Why did you choose ponies?
Because they're football cleats.
Okay. Because they're comfortable, aren't they? Okay. Let's see, you're number 20. What are you number? 28, right? Okay, I had you here, and that's Michael Bruno. That's a good name for a football player, Bruno, right? How long have you been playing football?
This is my second year.
Do you like playing football?
Yeah.
What's the most fun thing about playing sports in general? Not only football, baseball, whatever. What do you like best about playing sports?
Winning.
Oh, winning. Is winning the only thing that's important to you?
No, playing really hard
There
and
you
good.
go. Right. Same thing whether it's school or with friends, it's doing the best that you can. What else do you think you do really good besides playing sports?
Pretty good grades, kind of.
What is it?
Good grades.
Good grades. Tell me some of the grades. I think we just got a reporting period out here in Poway just last week. What were some of the grades that you got?
I got like an A, a B+.
In what?
I don't know. I think I got a B+ in science,
Good.
and a B in social studies.
Very good. So you got A's and B's?
Yeah.
Good, man. So you're playing football, working hard, playing on Saturdays, and still get good grades. That's important. Good grades is important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. This is Christopher Duran, correct? Now,
Yeah.
you had a good game out there today. Tell me about a couple plays that you feel good about, because I called your name out there today.
I had a really big fumble recovery, and I tackled a guy for a loss, and I think I had a share of a sack.
You did. You had a great game out there. Now, as you move on and you go into high school, let's say you go to college, what college would you like to play for?
Penn State,
Ah, now why is that?
because they got a good football
They
team.
do, don't they? They got a great football team. Traditionally, they've been the best always. So if there's one thing that, when the camera turns on players on the sideline, they always wave and say hi to somebody. Who would you say hi to if the camera was on you?
Mom.
How about you? Who would you say hi to?
My family.
And you?
Friends.
Well, let's do it. Let's say on the count of three, there's the camera. You got to wave and say hi. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Now, you would think that after everybody that we have gone through, that there would be no more superstars on this team. But can you believe it? We've got 6 more to go, and here's 3 of them right here. You are?
Kyle McAllen.
Number 36, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Brad Busick, number 87.
Matthew Cornbliss, number 24.
Okay. What's it like to play football with all these kids? You friends with any of these guys?
Yeah.
What do you do besides play football with some of these guys?
Play basketball and baseball.
You play, but what positions do you play in basketball and baseball?
In basketball, I play point guard, and in baseball, second base.
Hey, you know what? If there was a major candy bar company that came to you and said, hey, you know what, Kyle, we want you to represent us on TV, what candy bar would you want to advertise for?
Snickers.
Now, how about if there was a cola company that came to you? A soft drink, let's call a soft drink company. And they said, we're going to pay you $1 million if you'll drink our product on TV. What would you want to drink?
Coke.
Coke. And you're saying Dr. Pepper over there, right? Let's keep with number 87 in the middle, Busick, Big Bradford. Tell me about playing football in the position that you are. What's the toughest part about the job?
Well, playing wide receiver is sometimes hard because when you have the ball run around you, you have a lot of responsibilities. So you have to keep the guy from getting into the play.
Right. Now, the most important thing I want to ask you is I noticed that on your braces you have multi-colors. Do you ever change those colors?
Yeah.
What are your favorite colors that you wear in your braces?
Green and yellow.
Green and yellow? Why is that?
Because I like the Packers.
Well, do you ever put green and silver in there?
Not yet.
I guess it's kind of green and silver as it is, right?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player on the Packers?
Brett Favre.
Very good. He's a gutsy guy, isn't he? He can get the job done. Now, are you falling asleep over here?
No, it's my eyes.
Okay, just your eyes are bugging you? And you are again?
Matthew Cornbliss.
Matthew Cornbliss. Tell me about, and I called your name a couple times today. Why do you think I called your name when you were out on the field? What'd you do?
I tackled.
Yeah, you're right. Can you tell me about tackling? Tell me about what you did on the field today, because that's always what's important for the fans to know about. What were you thinking about when you made those tackles today?
Just getting them down.
Is it natural, or do you think I want to hit them high, I want to hit them low? Or are you thinking about what coach tell me, or is it all natural? Tell me about it.
I just hit them and take them down, that's all.
Well, what type of tackling drills do you do during practice?
It makes like a half triangle without the bottom, and you run at a point, and then they contact each other, and you gotta bring them down.
Well, is it more fun to be the runner or be the tackler in that drill?
Both.
So you like to hit or be hit?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, guys. You did a great job for the game, and thanks for spending some time with me here after the game. Sometimes you have to save the best for last, right, guys?
Yep.
Absolutely. You are?
Kevin Flowers, number 72.
Pat Walsh, number 77.
Number 80, Padilla.
Okay, all right. Let's start with you right here, Kevin. Now, you said you have a nickname. What is that?
KFC.
And what is that all about? Tell me about it.
Well, the coach said you called me Kentucky Fried Flowers, and then he shortened it up to KFC.
Now, have you ever had KFC before?
No, I haven't.
You've never had KFC?
Not
Kentucky
as a
Fried
nickname.
Chicken?
Not as a nickname.
Okay. What other nicknames do you have besides KFC? Anybody else? What do your parents call you?
In baseball, they call me Hollywood because I like to show off at third base. And there's other ones that just call me Flowers.
What about your family members, though? What do they call you at home?
What
is it Kevy? Is it Kev? What is it?
Oh, they just call me Kevy and Kev.
All right. Yeah, they usually like to do that. They like to put I's and Y's on stuff and names. Like, my name's Dan, Mr. Williams Dan, but they call me Danny when I go back home. It's terrible. Now, there's Mr. Pat Walsh right in the middle, huh? You had a big game today. You were down there doing some dirty work down on the near the defensive line. You guys made some big hits on some people, too. How hard was it to put that defensive wall up against this team?
Well, I think if people just like stay low, if they execute, then it's pretty easy. But if people are standing up, just flopping around, then it's no question the other team's going to beat you.
You got to stay low, huh? Now, your dad helps coach this team?
Yes, he does.
How hard is it to be on a team where your dad coaches? Does he yell at you very much?
Well, no, but you know how sometimes you mess up, it kind of hurts?
Yeah.
Well, it hurts 100 times worse because you know your dad's watching you. Just going.
I know. I've coached my son before, and it's sometimes kind of tough. Mr. Padilla on the end, you're a wide receiver, is that it?
Yeah.
So tell me about what you have to do as a wide receiver. First of all, do you spit and put gum in your hands before a game?
No.
Well, what do you do to try and catch the ball?
I just catch it.
It's just all natural ability?
Yeah.
Tell me about a pass that you've caught recently that's been just really exciting for you. Tell me
Well,
about it.
last weekend, I got the winning touchdown in the second quarter.
Winning touchdown? What happened?
Well, it was, there wasn't much time in the half, and so it was just a long pass, and I caught it. And
How many yards? Do you remember how long it was? Doesn't matter. It was scoreboard baby, huh? Absolutely right. It doesn't matter. Now, do you have any good scars on your body from playing football?
Not really.
How about you? You got any good scars, scrapes, owies, broken arms, fingers?
Well, I got a bunch of scrapes all around my arms.
Yeah.
When I was just
Hey,
missing.
this looks pretty good right here. I like that dirt on there, if you can see that.
Yeah. I was with my friend. You know, we were just goofing around and stuff. He jetted the ball, and I kind of broke my finger.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Just kind of broke it, huh? Yeah.
Snapped.
But they didn't have to saw it off or anything, did they?
No.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Have you ever had to have any part of your body repaired with a cast or anything playing football? How long have you been playing football for, Mr. Padilla?
this is my first year.
What did your mom and dad say when you said, I want to play Pop Warner football?
Well, I played, well, they didn't want me to play for a long time, and
Yeah.
so finally they let me play this year.
And you having a good time?
Yeah.
And how long have you been playing for?
This is my second year.
And you're enjoying it?
Yes.
What was the name of the team that you were on last year?
Last year was the Poway Packers.
And how about you?
This is my first year.
It is, really? Okay. Now then tell me, since this is your first year, what does a war eagle look like?
I don't
Have
know.
you ever seen one flying around here in Poway?
No, I've never seen a war eagle.
How about you?
Well,
I hear they're an endangered species, I believe.
what I kind of picture is just like, you know how they have those tough commandos with like all the bazookas and all that heavy artillery?
yeah,
I just kind of picture an eagle flying around with all that cool stuff.
Next year, Mr. Padilla, when you're on another team and let's say it's not the War Eagles, what would be the mascot? What would it want to be? You'd be the Poway what? Okay. You know, you guys are quite funny. You guys...
Poway Mice?
There you go, the Poway Mice. That would be a great name. 72, 77, 80. You add all that up, and what does that come to? How about you?
Let's see.
How about you?
I get a D.
Okay, all right.
That's 229.
There you go. 229 pounds right here. Pure muscle of the Poway War Eagles. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you spending time with me. Standing next to me, assistant coach for the War Eagles, is Rick Heyer. Next to him, head coach Gil Bird. Start with you, Rick. You talk about helping the offense. There was a couple drives that actually you totally dominated. As a matter of fact, if we talk about it, from 32 seconds left in the second half through the third quarter, you guys were really running the ball on them.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say the same thing, that if you could take out the first part of the game where we started slow and the last couple of touchdowns where we let down the last minute or two, the rest of the game we beat them 16-8.
Absolutely.
I'd like to think it went that way.
You had some great spots, and of course, we talked to you or listened to you at halftime. But the one thing I want to ask you is that you have a lot of kids go through your program each year. What is it that you hope they remember about you being their head coach?
I just hope the kids remember the fundamentals involved in playing football, that you guys always remember to go as hard as you can in life for as long as you're living. We say that every play, as hard as you can for as long as you can, and to never trade what you want most to be the best for what you want for the moment, comfort. We don't want to do that, and that's what I hope that they will remember. It's a gradual process, and this year I think we've seen a consistency. We've consistently gotten better. We start off really